everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be on topic episode 23. I do have quite a bit to talk about today, so I'm going to jump straight in, but if you aren't familiar with my on topic videos, they are where I discuss book, TV, and movie news, and I link every single thing that I talk about down below, as well as timestamps for each topic. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the books. So starting with cover reveals, we have a cover of Love Wrecked by Karina Halley. This actually comes out this month on the 23rd. We have a cover of Sure Shot by Serena Bowen. This is book 4 in the Brooklyn series, or book 6 or 7 in the Brooklyn Bruiser series. It's kind of complicated, but this is her newest release, and this comes out May 12th. Cora Riley revealed the rest of the new covers for the Born in Blood Mafia Chronicles series. So in my last episode, I talked about the first 3 or 4 that she had announced. So she has revealed the new covers for Bound by Vengeance and Bound by Love, and then she also revealed the cover for Bound by the Past and the release date for that. So here is the new cover of Bound by Vengeance, which is book 5 in the series, and then the cover of Bound by Love, which is book 6, and here is the cover of Bound by the Past, which is book 7, and this one comes out May 20th. As I said in my last on topic video, I'm not really a fan of these new covers. I prefer the old covers. The only one I really like is Bound by Vengeance, but the rest I'm not really a fan of. I just don't really like them. I don't think that they portray the story very well. I don't know, I'm just not really a fan of them, but I'm very excited for Bound by the Past. We have a cover of Yours to Keep by Lauren Lane. This is book 2 in the Man of the Year series, and this is out September 1st. Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey has a cover. This is technically book 3 in the Hot and Hammered companion series, and this is out September 22nd. We have a new release from Vi Keeland and Penelope Ward. It's called Happily Ever After, and this is out October 20th. Devney Perry announced that she's changing the covers of the Runaway series. So here's the cover of the first book, Runaway Road, and this is the new cover of Wild Highway, which is book 2, and this is out July 31st, but she did say that she might bump up this release. I don't know if the release date will change on this one. Here are the new covers. I think she kind of mentioned that the old covers were kind of confusing to people who didn't really know what the genre was. I think a lot of people thought it was like new adult or like kind of YA new adult. So I think it was just like really confusing to some people because they are pretty much like adult, I think. I have read the first book and somewhat enjoyed it. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that she did change the covers on these ones. Speaking of a cover change, so Jennifer L. Armentrout has changed her Origin series covers, and I'm mad because I own the first 2 books with the first covers, and they're hardcover, they're all pretty, and with the 3rd book coming out, she decided to change all of the covers. And I know it's not her fault, it's obviously the publisher, but it's just really frustrating. I also do not like these new covers. They aren't pretty, in my opinion. So if you wanted some reference, these are what the original covers look like. So we have The Darkest Star and The Burning Shadow. This is book 1 and book 2 in the Origin series. These covers are really basic, but I do like them, and I wish like we would have got a purple version of these because I think they're just really pretty. Like, I like how simple they are, and they don't have a person on them, which is very rare for YA, so I like these covers. But these are what the new covers look like. So we have The Darkest Star and The Burning Shadow. And the 3rd book, The Brightest Night, has a cover, and this is out in October. I just really don't like these covers. They're just not pretty. I really don't like them. And I hate that they changed them in like the middle of the series, because now I'm gonna have mismatched hardbacks, or I'm just gonna have to wait until The Brightest Night is a paperback and collect all paperbacks of them, but it's really frustrating. Jennifer L. Armentrout is one of those authors that literally has cover changes for all of her books all of the time. Like, literally none of her books have ever had just one cover, except for like her new adult romance stuff. All of her YA books have all had cover changes, and it really annoys me because half of my collection, like, none of it matches. It's really frustrating. So yeah, we have new covers for this series and a official cover for the 3rd book. Now onto some other bookish news. We have a new series coming out by a bunch of authors. So they are writing a series together, and each book will be written by a different author. I'm not really explaining this very well, but it is called the Hush Note series. So it'll be 3 books written by 3 authors, and it's about a band. Book 1 is called Lies and Lullabies. It's by Serena Bowen, and this one is out September 22nd. Book 2 is called Riffs and Refrains by Devney Perry, and this one will be out September 29th. And then the 3rd book, Muses and Melodies by Rebecca Yarros. I never really know how to pronounce her last name. This one will be out October 6th. I'm really excited to read this series. I think it's going to be really fun and different to read about an entire band, but each book be written by a different author. I'm very excited to read this, and I have really enjoyed books by all 3 of these authors, so I can't wait for these. R.S. Gray announced her next book, and it will be called Love the One You Hate, and it'll be out May 7th. K.A. Tucker announced that she is currently working on her newest book, and it'll be called The Player Next Door, and she's hoping to release it in May. Christina Lauren announced their new book for the fall. It'll be out October 20th, and it is called In a Holidays. From the synopsis that I briefly read, it doesn't really sound like a romance. It sounds more of like a chick lit women's fiction, so we'll see. And the last bookish news is that Alyssa K. Adams has announced that she's writing more romance book club books. She signed a deal with Berkeley to, I think, write 1 or 2 more. So that's great news. I can't wait to read more. I literally have only read the first book, but I do own book 2. I just need to read it. But still very exciting news. Now for TV show news, I only have one thing to talk about, and that's Killing Eve season 3. So it initially was going to premiere April 26th, but they have decided to bump it up, and it will premiere April 12th, which is this Sunday. They also did release a trailer for season 3 the same time that they announced that they would be moving it up 2 weeks. And I'm very, very excited for season 3. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to watch it this Sunday. I'm so excited. Just really love this show, and I can't wait to see the craziness in season 3. Now on to movie related news. So the first one is more of an adaptation news. I never know if I should include this in the bookish news or if I should continue it with the TV or movie news. I never really know. But Crave by Tracy Wolff has been picked up by Universal. Crave literally just came out yesterday, and I'm really, really excited to read it. It's a YA paranormal romance about vampires and like a human girl. Universal Studios has already picked it up to have an adaptation. That's exciting. I'm sure we will see something with that in the future. I do know that Crave also has a sequel. I really can't wait to read this book. I really want to buy it and read it ASAP. I feel like the publisher has been pushing this book a lot. I really wanted an arc of it, but I didn't get one. And I guess Universal picked it up for a movie. So a while back, I think I talked about some news surrounding The Selection by Kier Cass, if it was going to become anything. Years ago, they tried to make a TV show out of it, and then it just never happened. I think they filmed the pilot and then it didn't go to air or whatever. But recently there has been some news circling whether it's gonna try to happen again, and I did talk about it in one of my past On Topic videos that there was some news, and Kier Cass has updated us on that and said that there is stuff happening. Apparently they're close to 2 big deals and that we will have news soon. This could be something that's finally gonna happen. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings on it because I do love the books. I think they were really entertaining. I don't see it as a movie. I see it more as a TV show, but we'll see. Now the rest is about passion flicks. We have a lot of news surrounding passion flicks, so let's just get into it. So obviously I'm going to talk about Gabriel's Inferno first. So we do have a poster. I don't know if this is going to be the poster for all of the parts, but it is going to be for part 1, which also reminds me that it is going to be released in parts. So part 1 will be 2 hours long, and that will be out May 29th. We will get 2 more parts, so it'll be a 3-part movie for a total of 5 hours and 40 minutes, which is just so glorious. Tosca said that basically it's like over an hour for each 100 pages, which is just That means like this adaptation is going to be so accurate. I'm just so excited. I didn't realize that it would be released in parts. So yeah, we're gonna get 3 parts, and Tosca also said that she's hoping to release them a month apart, so that we'll have one at the end of May, and then I'm assuming at the end of June, and then probably at the end of July. I love the poster. I think it's really pretty. Obviously it's very similar to the book. I do wish that they kind of changed the poster a little bit, that it wasn't so much like the book, just to kind of separate the two. The poster is still really pretty. We also got a new teaser as well, which was really nice. I think we're getting closer and closer for them to release the trailer, so I'm very excited. I will be reacting to that. I will make a whole separate video reacting to the trailer whenever that gets released. But this teaser was really, really great. I guess I'll kind of show you guys a few stills and photos that we got so far. We've actually gotten like a lot of photos and a lot of stills. We got this second little poster, which is really beautiful. Tosca was posting a few pictures of her editing the movie, so we got one of Julia, and then we also got one of Gabriel. We got a photo of Tosca and Giulio discussing the script on set. We got a photo of Julia and Gabriel, I'm assuming at the orchard. I never know if it's orchid or orchard. I think it's orchard. I can't wait for all of those scenes. I'm so excited. Then we got a still that was actually in the teaser. I'm assuming this is in Italy because it kind of looks like it, but I could be wrong. This is just of Giulio and Melanie and Tosca discussing the script. You can also see a little bit of tattoo on Giulio's chest, which is great. And then there was this really cute photo that Giulia posted for Melanie's birthday. I'm assuming this is them on set, or maybe they're filming a scene, I don't really know, but it's just really cute. You can also see their height difference. I'm really excited for this adaptation. I really, really can't wait. Let me know your thoughts on all those photos, and let me know your thoughts on the new teaser that we got. I'm also wondering how I'm going to film my review of it, because obviously I don't want to reread the entire book and then watch part 1 and then upload that, but then I also have to watch part 2 and part 3. Do I make it one whole video and wait to post it after we get part 3, or do I just read like 100 and some pages for part 1 and just do that? I don't really know how I'm going to film my review of Gabriel's Inferno because it is going to be released in 3 parts. I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to reread like maybe 200 pages, and then I'll watch the adaptation and just review that and post that, and then once part 2 comes out I'll read up to like however many pages I'm assuming, and then watch that part and review that and upload that, and then do the same with part 3. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, so let me know your thoughts on how I should review Gabriel's Inferno. So for Passionflux, they have currently put all of their films on hold. Wicked is on pause. They currently won't be filming. Same with Fueled and Crashed. They did have plans to film Fueled, I think this month, but obviously with everything going on in the world, they've decided to take a pause on all of that. So unfortunately, Wicked and Fueled are currently on pause. I mean, obviously it's a good thing that they're taking those precautions, but it just means that we will have to wait longer to actually see them. I did not know this, but Tangled by Emma Chase will be a Passionflix adaptation. I didn't realize that they had Tangled in the works. I know that they had Royally Screwed, which they still are in the future, but I didn't realize that they were going to do Tangled, and they actually already have a script for Tangled, so that's definitely going to be one that they will be making in the near future. I read the book years ago, and I do remember loving it, and it'll definitely be fun to reread that book whenever they do the adaptation. Passionflix also updated their website, and they included some other adaptations on their website that I didn't realize they had on their plate, I guess. On their website, before you sign in, there's a slideshow of all of their adaptations that are in the works. So Torn by Jennifer L. Armentrout is on the website, which is obviously the sequel to Wicked. I didn't realize that they were planning to possibly do the entire trilogy. I didn't know that, but Torn is up there. 3 Wishes by Kristen Ashley is up there. Also, A Man's Promise and A Lover's Vow, which is book 2 and book 3 in the Grangers series, which is the sequels to A Brother's Honor. I didn't realize that they were making them, but I guess they are, so that's really good news. and I will obviously read those books whenever they decide to adapt those. Yeah, those were on the website that I didn't realize they had it in the works. So I guess those will be future projects as well. And the last movie news and Passionflix related news is that they have released somewhat of a podcast. So it's called Passion Pod, and they released this like 2 days ago or something, and I watched the entire thing. Basically, it's Tosca and 2 other women who work at Passionflix. They explain all of their roles and everything. They all talk about Passionflix itself and what everything goes into Passionflix and how it kind of works. And then they also do talk about Gabriel's Inferno and stuff like that, and all of their other cast and all of that good stuff. So I highly recommend checking out the podcast if you are interested. I will obviously link it down below, but yeah, I watched that and it was really, really interesting. It was also good to hear about Passionflix and Gabriel's Inferno. They talked about what their favorite scene in the book was for Gabriel's Inferno, and they talked about what scene that they're possibly excited to see in the adaptation, and Tosca reveals quite a bit. It made me like even more excited for the adaptation and to reread the book and all of that. So I do recommend checking that out. So that is it for this On Topic video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know any book, TV, or movie news that you want to share with me, or that you're excited about, or that you want to discuss more about. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!